So I was asked today if I could show a video of my new spinners and how well they spin. So here it is. This is one of my newest ones. I've started putting a screw into the finger buttons so that they're not epoxied anymore. Always trying to upgrade my design, so this one's got a flamed titanium screw. They spin pretty well. These ones have the ceramic bearings in them. They're brand new, fresh out of the box with the factory grease still in them, so they don't spin quite as long as they will after they've been cleaned out and broken in by whoever chooses to buy them. This one is my original first one. This one's got a steel bearing in it. It's not focused. There we go. This one's got a steel bearing in it. It's not as good as the other two, but it is cleaned out and broken in like those ones will be later on. And this one just, it spins for days. So I'll just set that aside there. This one that has already sold has superconductor for the finger buttons. That one had to be epoxied in because there's no easy way to put a screw in superconductor. Plus, the screw looks pretty cool there. Might not look as cool as superconductor would. The scratch and dent weathered finish is on purpose. Adds some visual interest, and it's copper, so you drop it once, it's going to end up looking like this eventually, so it might as well look that way on purpose. All of these have a slight wobble to them since they're handmade. I can't get them perfectly balanced like a CNC machinist might be able to do. On this cloth, they've got a little bit of feel to them so they don't wobble around too much. On a nice hard flat surface without as much friction, they'll jiggle a little bit more. This one quite a bit more because it has a rounded surface as opposed to the perfectly flat surface on this one, so that one's gonna dance more. Like I said, this one was only up for like 6 hours and it is already sold, so that one's getting cleaned up and packaged up as soon as this video's over. So yeah, this one, it spins for almost a minute, normally 40 seconds, and that one's just the steel bearings after it's already broken in. I've been using this one habitually for well over a month now. These ones are even better bearings, so once they're well loved and used, they're just going to get better and better with time, just because they're still a little tight right now. So yeah, there they are. I'm always trying to make them better. Tomorrow I'm going to be working on making it so that the bearings will be pressed fit instead of epoxied in. I initially tried to do that with the original one, but it didn't work out so well. It was a little tight in some spots and it constricted on the bearings, so I changed it up a bit. But I've got a better way to do it, so we're going to see if it works. Anyway, that's just my quick little bit on spinners. It's been a while and I've finally got this video out. Oh, one more thing before I forget. Like I said, these ones unscrew. I've got a T8 Torx bit screw in there. And I think I may decide to include an interchangeable button with these. There we go. So you can pop these out and clean the bearings on these. It's a nice titanium screw. It doesn't take too long to make these on the lathe, but I think I'm going to include a smaller button just like this one, so you can swap it out and choose whether you want it to completely cover everything like this, or if you want it to be open and see the bearing balls like this one. I think I may make one of those tomorrow and package that up with this one for when it sells. Anyway, that's all. Have a nice day, and thanks for watching, everybody.